Hello everyone, it's Beverly here at My Messy Room Stamper. I'm here with another, it's a sketch, I guess you could call it, but it's another different layout, kind of more of a fun fold than a sketch. It has a lot of layers to it, you'll see, but it's really not a difficult card to put together, and I'll go through it step by step with you. So let's go with the card base first. So this piece is 5.5 by 10. That's your card base where you'd put your cardstock most likely. And then you're going to score it at 4 1/4 and 8.5. So that's going to give you this one and this one. Then each of these layers, 1, 2, 3, are 4 by 5 1/4, okay? And that's any kind of paper that you'd like, just so you can do it. You can put a sentiment here if you'd like. Then it has an additional this little strip here that goes up the back is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. And that's just for the designer series paper. Then you kind of have like a little card that's cut at 3 by 7. So this is 3 by 7. And each of you're scored at 3.5, sorry. So 3 by 7 and score at 3.5, which would be exactly in half. And each of the layers are then 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. So let me do that one more time because I think I talked really fast through it. So the card base itself, this part, from here to here to here, that is going to be 5.5 by 10. And you're going to score it at 4 1/4 and 8.5. Each of the layers that you're going to put on this card, there'll be 3, are cut at 4 by 5 1/4, okay? However you want, whatever you want in them, it's your card, your thing, you do it. And then the piece for this little strip that goes down here is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4, okay? Then the little additional card that goes on the front of the whole project is cut at 3 by 7. And then each of the little layers are 2 3/4 by 3 1/4, okay? And you'll score this 3 by 7 piece at 3.5, which cuts it in half. So today I'm going to use the Mosaic Mood to create my card, and I'm going to use the terracotta tile as my cardstock. So you'll see here, I kind of laid it out so I'd know what I was doing. You never know with me if I'm going to know what I do. So this is my 4 1/4 by 10 inch. I'm sorry, it's 5.5 by 10 inches cardstock. It's scored at 4 1/4 and 8.5. And so I'm going to use my bone folder, and I'm going to just burnish that down, just really crease that nicely. So now I chose a couple of pieces of the terracotta tile. I chose this one and this one. I think this is going to be the front. Let me just look one more time. I kind of like that one as the front. And actually, now that I think about it, I didn't really decorate the front when I made the card. This will go here. And then this will go here. So I can write something, or I have something actually I'm going to stamp on. Then I just turned, I love to turn the cardstock over, and that's what this is. This is the other side. I'm just going to turn it over and place this here. So that's all there is to this first part of the card. So let's just lay all that down. Let's take this and, I don't know, we have to glue it. We can just use mono to put it down. Just going to try to layer that up easily. I think you'll love this card when you make it because it has so many possibilities. And this cardstock, do you see the shiny? It's on both sides. Oh, it's only on one side of this. It's very pretty. So we're going to run this down here. And then this would be the paper I'm going to stamp on. And we'll put this here. Those are my notes so I can tell you what I'm doing. And then this piece, so I can pick it up. Hope everyone had a lovely week. So I'm going to put this right here. Off my finger. And so there. So there, that's your base card. Looks like I didn't put that right. There it goes. Okay. And on the inside of this, I'm going to stamp from the To a Wild Rose. And this will all come together for you as you see it. Blessed to know you. To know you. And so I'm going to put that on this block. Try to get it as straight as I can and close. And I'm going to also... I'm going to stamp it on this paper just so I know that I have it where I want it to be. You know what I mean? Close as I want it. This stamp set has some beautiful sentiments in it. And I'm using a couple of them today on this card. This is Early Espresso. I chose... Oh, that looks nice. Chose this color because... If you look on here, there's a little bit of Early Espresso. There's some Early Espresso there, so that's why I did it. So I like the way that turned out, so I'm going to stamp it on the inside here. Sometimes I think it's a crapshoot when you go to stamp stuff on the inside. And let me just clean this with my, you know, chamois that I have here that I... all of a sudden can't find. Now in this stamp set, well, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Here I am, I'm back. Okay. So now I'm going to put this away because I'm done with that. Okay. So now we're going to go off to our little card. So the little card is right here. And it's, once again, it's 3x7, scored at 3.5. And I'm going to put this on the inside. I think I'm going to put this here. And then a piece of white here. So when you open it, it's there. And then I've already gone ahead and stamped this. Thinking of You. So that Thinking of You is from the Rooted in Nature set. I love the large sentiments in there, and that's why I used it. But I stamped with the just the background flower of To a Wild Rose, and I did that because I was trying to be smart, because these are roses on here, so I thought, you know, a rose, so there. So that's why I did that. So I stamped that in Petal Pink, and then stamped the Thinking of You on top of it. So I'm going to adhere that down. Center it up. I probably could do this better if I did it like this. So that'll be on the outside. And then I'm going to put this beautiful rose right here. And then my piece of paper right here. This is just, I have another sentiment to go here, you'll see. So this sentiment's going to be, true friendship is one of God's greatest gifts. And I think that'll all go together, Thinking of You, true friendship. I'm not going to, you know, wouldn't write anything there, because I'm going to write inside of the larger card. So just get that ready. There you go. So you see, that's so pretty. And let me clean that stamp. I do love my chamois. It does wonderful things. And before I put it all, wrong way, put it all together, I think I'm going to go back with the pink and stamp this inside of the big card, just with the pink, with the petals, with the rose, and stamp it inside, just to give it a little something, something in here. Let me have this. I don't want it to end up on that. Right there. So that gave it a little something extra inside of there. Let's close this. We can close this. We're done stamping. And now what we have to do is just adhere the little card to the big card. Little card, big card. I'm just trying to put these away so I don't forget where they go. I have lost stamp sets because I don't put them right away. They don't call it My Messy Room Stamper for nothing. So I'm just going to center this like right here and run the mono right down here. So you don't want to put it on your whole card or it'll stick to the other part. And then I'm just gonna center it right there. And there you have it. Thinking of you, true friendship. I think it turns out really pretty. Now, if you want it, you could have I could have stamped something here, but I think that's kind of overkill. I could have added something here. This particular stamp set doesn't have anything to add there, but I think it turns out really cute. I love this paper because of you can see the shininess of it. I think I'm getting out of camera, but there you go. So I'll put the measurements in the description. I hope you'll try this card. It's very much fun fold card. And a great card to send to somebody. Now, I'm going to tell you, I think you might have to put extra postage, but you'll have to check that with your post office because I don't really know. All right? So I'll see you again next week. I hope you have a great week. Thank you for watching. Bye.